Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Barefoot Jack, and I decided that I didn't want to buy a pulley machine to do some weight training, so I'm gonna make one. And I think I spent a little less than probably like 30 bucks for all the stuff that I need. And this is just for the pulley and not like any of the weights or anything like that. So we will need other things. So the first thing that you need is the cable itself. Now I got a 10-foot cable because for me what I'm doing is arm wrestling training, so I don't need it very long. I just need it from the ground up, from like a certain height coming down. And so I got this, and this is rated for 700 something pounds. I'm probably not going to go that high. I'm not going to be pulling probably more than 200 ever on something like this. Maybe more, I don't know. But the next thing you're going to want to make the ends nice and tight, you loop this like this, and you put it around these. And I got two of them, one for either end, because you're going to have weights being pulled on one end, and then you're going to be pulling this way with your implement. And to keep those inside of there, we have two of these. They're called ferrule and stop. Get the stop, that's for the end of the cable, loops up through here and down the bottom, and then you hammer it. And in order to do that, you need a hammer, and I have a 10-pound hammer here, so I'm probably just going to use that. You just want it to be flat, you want it to have enough force. And last but not least, the pulley itself. You need one of these. This is the only one that I could find that was rated high enough for what I think I need. I'm sure you could find better, more industrial ones, but this one is rated for 420 pounds. So that should be enough, you know, like I'm not doing super a lot of weight. If you're not doing a lot of weight, that should be fine. If you are doing a lot more weight, you should probably get something bigger than this. So, and other than that, you just need some carabiners that are good for lifting. I actually got this with some equipment, so I know this is good, and this is for a punching bag, to hold the like 80-pound punching bag, so that should be fine. I'm also going to be making some holds myself because I don't want to wait and I want to save some money. These pipes are going to be for holds to be strapped on with these straps, and I just got some tie downs because those are rated for a lot of weight. But yeah, so we're gonna do the cable. We're gonna get that started now. Okay, so we have everything we need here, and this is about 10 feet. So if you need more than that, measure, make sure you have everything you need. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to feed this in through. It might be a little bit difficult because it's got to be nice and tight, you know, obviously, if you want it to go right. And then you loop it. You can give it enough slack at this point so that it doesn't matter until it's closed up. So I'm going to pull some more slack. And the fray makes it a little bit difficult, so you just got to work with it until you get it. All right, so now you don't want too much of a tail, because if you do, you know, what this is going to do is this is going to go right here, so that if this does slip, then this catches it and slides it. So we're going to yank this up and grab this here. Adjust as you go. Just like that, play with how you feel. It should go. So I found that if you squeeze it, it'll kind of pinch into these little spots, and then you can just slide this baby up as far as you need. So now we're going to carefully take the hammer, make sure everything's nice and tight. Carefully take the hammer, because you don't want to. Here, I'll turn it around. because I trust myself. So if you don't trust yourself, get someone else to do it maybe, but you just want to take a nice little whack to it. And then get your stopper. On there, if you can, like, unlike me. Probably, I'd say, probably put that at the end there, or near the end. Give it a nice whack. I'm sure there's actually a tool that's made for that, but I don't have that, so now we're gonna do that for the other side. Alright, so the last step is obviously getting the pulley on. So the one that I have, I didn't think about it before, but some of them you might need to put it on the pulley while you're doing this, because otherwise it won't fit inside. But this one has a little pin that you would take out of here, which I already did. So then you pull this out, and all you got to do is just put this right through here. Then the pin goes back in. All right. I did have a little bit of trouble because the end that was cut was not cut very well, so I can't get the stopper through there. But once I have the tools, I'm gonna cut that and then put the stopper, or I'll just wrap it with tape or something. So this will be the tool end. And clip it onto whatever device you have. We're going to test this baby out. So that's pulling it, and that's keeping it up. Yep. But I will eventually have a loading pin. That's something I can't really make on my own unless, I don't know, I'm a welder, but I'm not. But yeah, that was for the pulley system, and this is going to be really cool. It's going to be a good way of getting a good exercise, especially for arm wrestling, because you need that pressure forward. And if you don't have something like this, you can get a bolt and bolt it into a wall, make sure it's nice and secure, and make sure that the it's rated for whatever amount of weight and whatever you're going to put on it. I actually have some on my hangboard there, rock climbing hangboard. But yeah, you can bolt it onto anything. You just want to have it at a good height or adjustable. So but if it's too high and you have something like this, just get some sort of strap or a longer chain and just drop it down, and then have something holding it this way. So that way this is solid. So now I'm going to make some holes. So we're going to cut this to 9 inches. I like to use a sawzall. Doesn't really matter. You use whatever metal blade is probably the best thing because it'll cut right through it. And use a sawzall, or just use a saw depending on what you need. And you want a small hole for this one, I found, because all that's going to be holding the strap in is going to be a knot, or I might just use this to stop it like feed it through there and have this in there or something for now. I think I'm gonna do it at 1.5 inches, so I don't think it really matters. But where'd my marker go? There we go. That seems like about right. Feed it through the back, the inside, like this. And you want to get strap that's going to be able to hold a lot of weight, right? Probably honestly just tape this shit or something. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got that through. And that'll be just fine in there, you know. I'll just leave it. It'll make it more challenging, you know? That's fine. I turn it twice and then feed up through here. Right? And then this doesn't really matter how big the loop is, but you feed it back through the same way. I'm gonna use this is right. So it's good. This right. Up to the 9. Yeah. You know you're going up. This is right. So and use that root all the way like so. That you're following, eating out. Around all loops. You're doing more obviously. Last one. You know it's right, you go up, root up. Doesn't look very good. That is not going to go anywhere. When you rink the length too, you want to make sure that before the knot that you loop, you want to be able to wrap your hand, then wrap the pipe, pull on it a little. I got this from watching a few people arm wrestling and like Devin Larratt and stuff explaining what they do. So wrap it around your wrist, wrap it around, then wrap it around one more time. And that's what you want. You want that 2 wraps and the knot right there. I guess 20 pounds is my training weight now. Now let's try bottom row. Wait. Okay, so that seems like a good spot for the hole, about 1.5 inches in, I think is what I did. Now this is for the bottom roll, at the bottom pressure that's pulling from down here instead of up here on my hand. I think this also helps train for when you have straps, because you are going to have that extra tension on your wrist. The next one we got going, I'm going to make a smaller grip cupping. Also make one of these larger, but this is about like 2 3/4 inch. The other one that I made is, I forgot to mention that, this is about 3.5 inch, like from end to end. I think it's just 3 inch when you go to the store, and this is just 2 inch. But this one is gonna have hole here, larger holes, so that you can run the strap through it and back out. So that way the strap will be coming out of both sides, and you can curl the strap around it so that it pulls one way or the other. Cool. And then you have these two nice even holes. Get yourself a nice pack of $16 straps. These things are great. Feeding this through here. Pull it, and then you want to slip it back in. Get it to the other side so that you can then feed it back up through here. And then we're going to tie another one of those knots up here at the top. But basically, this one is, since you curl this way, you want it to pull this way. So you want to wrap this and roll it nice and even. You want it to be even because it's like even pressure, you know, on everything. Give it a nice curl. I probably got to curl it up a little bit more because of the length. Oh, you got a good positioning. Holding your thumb over instead of around like that. Now this one isn't the 2-inch one, but it seems like it's too small for me. Like it's not as hard for me as the 2-inch, but it's definitely good to train like this. And that holds the weight pretty good. So that's gonna be it for stuff we're doing today. Just wanted to make a few holds. I'm probably gonna make a few variations of those, the thicker ones and then the thinner ones. I have some other stuff, some straps, got these from a karate place. They were really nice. They were like confused why I wanted them, but I was like, oh, it's not really for karate, it's for arm wrestling. It's comfortable. It's just nice and cozy. You have it around your thumb like this or whatever. Super cozy. But yeah, other than that, that's all we're gonna do today. Appreciate you guys watching. I don't know if you are into arm wrestling or not, but if you are now, or if you were and you saw this wanting to learn how to make some stuff, there you go. I plan on making some more videos based on what I want to make, and also I'm gonna have some sessions maybe with some friends doing some arm wrestling. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video or subscribe if you like to see more content. If you like this kind of stuff, make a comment, or if you like things like climbing, whatnot, doing things DIY. I'm all about saving money and doing things yourself with what you have, not spending all that money, maybe getting stuff overseas that's gonna take a long time and you don't wanna wait for it. I'm all about it, all about it. But all right, that'll be all for me today. Hope you all have a wonderful evening and stay cool.